All right, y'all. We're going to get into this video right here. Police chief realizes he's going to prison forever. Make sure I want to like sub. If you want to watch this video without our commentary, though, head over to Red Tree Crime. You'll be right there to the video, or you can search the title. But if you're here to watch our reaction, shout out to you. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
That cop, you tried, and you want to sit here and try.
Damn, he's in his face. What are you? Drill sergeant.
I say you didn't do it. Man slap me. Do it. You want me to man slap you? I'll give it. I'll give you the shot. Do it. Why not?
He
Because
didn't
I'm
want
not a
that in the
little
airport.
3-year-old, 31-pound girl.
This man's stupid, bro.
On October 20th, 2018, Police Chief
moved the
Timothy
track.
Dean accidentally drove his vehicle off the road in Wichita, Kansas. Another officer drove by and saw what Timothy had done, so he stopped to help. Timothy told the officer that he was on his way to New York to visit a friend, and that help was arriving soon. What the Kansas officer didn't realize is that the police chief was on his way to New York, armed with several handguns, an assault rifle, a shotgun, and body armor.
Damn.
His target was his wife's ex-boyfriend. 2 days later, on October 22nd, 2018, police responded to
What
a
the
double
fuck is the fucking ex doing? He's still texting her ass. That's gonna be me in the future, nigga. They ain't gonna have to kill me.
homicide in Sodus, New York. When they arrived on scene, the police found the body of Joshua Niles lying under his truck in his own driveway. They also found the body of his girlfriend, Amber Washburn, seated in the driver's seat of her vehicle that was also parked in her driveway. Their young child was in the backseat of Amber's car, and he appeared to be uninjured. The police interviewed the neighbor, who told them that a masked man had approached Joshua as he was working on his truck. The unknown male pulled a gun on Joshua and shot him. At the same time, his girlfriend Amber was pulling into the driveway. The shooter immediately turned his attention to the female and shot her through the windshield of her car. The police noted that the shot that killed Amber would have been very difficult to make, which led them to believe that the gunman had experience with firearms. The investigation continued, and the police learned that Joshua was in a custody battle for his children with his ex-girlfriend Charlene Childers. They were also made aware that very recently, Joshua had been granted full custody of his children after a judge deemed Charlene's home as unsafe for the children.
Damn.
Charlene was married to Police Chief Timothy Dean, who was also going through a custody battle with his ex after a video was taken of him striking his own daughter. The police began to realize that Charlene had motive for wanting to eliminate Joshua. Her husband was also an experienced shooter, so perhaps they were the key to solving the case. The detectives were able to find Charlene first, and she was brought in for interrogation. Charlene explains that she and her husband are in the middle of a divorce, and he currently lives in Texas.
And basically, when's the last time we talked to him?
He called me on my way up here from a restricted number, and he's like, at first I answered it and I was silent. He's like, hello? Hello? Like, hey, I know you don't want me calling you. I was like, why the f are you calling from a restricted number? Because I know you wouldn't answer your phone. Touche. Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And he said he had saw what happened on the news and he was asking me about it. I was like, I know as much as everybody else does.
How would he see that on the news down in Texas?
Because I had shared a couple of the news articles on Facebook.
Okay. All right.
Has he ever been to New York?
He has with me.
Do you think that he came up here?
I don't believe that he would. I have no reason to believe that he would. I mean, I know the guy has had his life turned upside down, but so have I.
Right.
You know?
What's he ever said about Josh?
Me and Josh did not have a good relationship.
Okay.
Okay. Tim knew the stuff that Josh had done to me.
Okay. What do you mean?
Josh used to beat the hell out of me.
Oh, really?
For 5 years. He beat
Damn.
the hell out of me.
Damn, you was getting your ass beat for a long time. That's crazy. 5 years? That's a long time to be getting your ass beat, bro. That's tragic.
And had never really spoke too bad about him, you know. It was more of, you know, if I could ever get into a fight with him, I would fight him. And that's what I've gotten a lot of messages about is, oh, was this a drug deal gone wrong? Why are y'all asking me? And plus, you think my ex tells me everything he does? Oh yeah, I'm going to sell to this person today. No.
All right. Do you think Tim's capable of shooting somebody?
I can't see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, unless it was, like, on the job protecting his life.
Right, yeah.
I can't see it. He's not that type of person.
No, really.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Like, it still feels like a horrible bad dream.
Right.
How, who, why? That's what I want to know. My kids need the closure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, if it turns out, and God forbid, and I swear on everything, if it is Tim, my kids will never find that out.
Okay.
Because they don't need to be crushed even more.
Right. What's your thoughts right now? What's going on? And
I am blown away.
yeah.
I'm not sure what to think.
Do you see though, I mean, that here this happens to Josh, and for some reason Tim's in Wichita, Kansas.
Charlene claims that prior to the murder, she received a call from her husband. Timothy told her that he had wrecked his vehicle and he needed a ride to rent a car. Charlene explains that she did pick him up in Kansas, but only to give him a ride to rent a car. The detectives believe that she drove him all the way to New York and helped him map out the plan to kill her ex.
Damn.
So
Yeah. They piecing this shit together. Them detectives, they on her ass. Hot seat. They reading straight through her.
it was definitely at night that you went up to Wichita.
Yes,
Okay.
it was after 3 o'clock
Okay, where did you say you picked him up?
at a Motel 6 in Empolia.
Okay. You picked him up at the motel?
Yes,
So you're saying you picked him up at the hotel and took him to the rental place?
yes,
The one in Wichita?
Wichita, at the airport.
So if I was to contact this Motel 6 and ask to see their security video,
Mhm.
then I would see you picking him up at that Motel 6?
If they have cameras outside, because all I did was pull up right by their front entrance. If they have cameras outside right there,
They do.
then you would. You'd see it, my black SUV.
Did you have anything to do with Tim shooting Josh and Amber?
No,
Did you put Tim up to it?
no.
Did Tim, why do we think Tim did this, and knowing what we know now? I'm gonna give you just my quick look at this from what I'm getting this morning, okay? I have your husband that back in May gets arrested for this child abuse on a video that you had videotaped, but not the purpose of videotaping wasn't to show the alleged abuse. It was to show the child's attitude that was going on and the trouble that the child was causing for the family. Now you got to figure out your children have been taken away from you for something you didn't do. Okay. Now I think you might know some more because it's like, okay, so this, I don't want to say love and hate relationship because you, in your own words, you know he's not a bad guy. He's just, it ain't working out for us.
Right.
And that you may not want to think that he did this, but you have more knowledge about what's going on than what you're letting me know. And I want to give you that opportunity to say, hey, if it sinks him, it sinks him, okay? But you don't want to go down with it. You know what I'm saying? I want to, you're a better witness than you are a suspect. Don't try to save him because of this, okay? That's why you're here right now, okay, as this courtesy to explain why this stuff that we had some information, we've been working this all week. The stuff's not jiving, and I think you can answer it, okay, but it's probably going to be, against him, okay? I think that you might know some more carnal knowledge about what he did. And I want you to grasp out of this opportunity right now to give us that information about that.
I don't know that he did it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, tell me what you do know.
I know he loves me,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that he would do anything to try to make my life less complicated.
Okay.
Do I want to sit here and believe, yeah, my or soon-to-be ex-husband freaking murdered the father and stepmother of my children? No, I don't want to believe that. Not at all.
So why did you think you were renting him a vehicle?
I thought I was renting him a vehicle just to have to get around.
You know he was taking a trip up this way. You know he was running vehicles to do that. He got in the accident, you're the first one he calls. He does the deal, you're the first one he calls afterwards. It has quite the lengthy conversation. Okay, I got the car being rented on Saturday at 1 something, but you're saying he had it at 11 the night before.
You're saying you picked him up from Motel 6. We have video from the hotel showing an Uber driver picking him up at the hotel, not you. We can imagine how it looks to us, and we do find that you're not being honest with us.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you're talking about us twisting things up. I mean, we just want the truth. We're not twisting anything up.
Charlene realizes that she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. She decides it's best to admit that she talked about how much easier her life would be if Josh was out of the picture.
Disappear from
we
the
did
damn
talk
screen.
about it.
Okay, explain that to me.
You know, being in pissed off modes. Every time that I turned around, it was like I was getting some other kind of bad news.
Right.
You know, August when I come up. Yeah, my lawyer's got me pumped. I'm gonna get my kids back. I got this. You know, I'm a good mom. I do what I gotta do. I work hard, and I always support them. They always have what they need. Not necessarily always what they want, but
Right.
they have what they need.
Right. And that's our job.
And exactly. I'm a damn good mom. I don't care. I'm torn.
Why do you think that happened?
I lost my kids because my kids didn't feel safe around Tim.
Okay.
So we had talked about it. You know, I was like, God, I wish he would just die in a ditch somewhere because, you know, 9 years, 10 years now of just total BS. Every time I turn around, that man's trying to do something to my life. Doesn't matter that I live halfway across the country, and that's the reason I moved halfway across the country, was to get away from him.
Right.
To where he could still see the kids. We had a visitation, but no. Every time I turn around, he's always bad-mouthing me. Me and Tim talked about it. You know, yeah. Okay? Fucking shoot him. Just shoot him. Did I actually mean it? No.
Well, what did Tim say?
He's like, oh yeah, I'll get it done. Whatever.
Okay. Then what?
Then it's been a few months. Yeah, we've stayed in contact. And then Thursday, prior to that, he said, I'm going to make a trip to New York. Okay. That's all he said, was I'm going to make a trip to New York.
And you didn't ask him?
I said, why?
Okay.
He's like, just to go get some business done. What kind of business? Nothing you need to know about. Okay.
Do you think he was ever under the impression that if you were to get custody back, that things would work out between you and him?
He was at first. He was. Because, you know, I was like, you know, if I ever get custody back, then we'll do the whole, you know, slowly. Date for a little bit, bring you back into the kids' lives slowly, you know, reintroduce kind of thing.
Makes sense.
Make them, you know, see that you're not such a bad guy that everybody's made you out to be. You know,
Well, you said you should just shoot him. Or
yeah, I mean.
But I just need to be clear on that, okay, what was actually said.
Yeah, it was just, shoot him, get him out of my life, you know. I didn't think that he actually would.
But you are a very powerful young lady, okay? Besides being beautiful, you have a lot of persuasion about you. Like, you're a persuasive young lady, okay? You know that you got that kind of power. There's nothing wrong with that.
You don't smile.
I do.
Okay? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Hey, I'm a beautiful guy, I know I got that power too. So I'm with you on that, okay?
You have a beautiful beard.
Okay, there, thank you. You don't, but anyways.
Hope not.
No, I'm just kidding.
Charlene has admitted to telling Timothy that he should just shoot Joshua to make her life easier. Charlene claims that it was all said in the heat of the moment, and she didn't believe he would do it, despite knowing that he was madly in love with her, and she is very persuasive.
You know, did I think he was going to shoot him and kill Amber?
You thought maybe he
No.
might come up here and get in his face and tell him to leave you alone.
I think yeah, that was about the most, if even that. I figured he would have pulled up by his house, sat there for a little while, watched him, see the kids from a distance, and left.
You knew damn well he was going up to New York.
Yeah.
Okay, you knew damn well he was going to Sodas. You knew damn well he was going at minimum to confront Josh.
Hey, you see that tone's changed. That tone changed all the way, bro. At first, you're a persuasive woman. Like, you got power.
You're a beautiful young lady.
Fuck
You
all
done
that.
She done played with him too much, man.
Yeah.
He like, hey, man, I'm sick of this shit.
Yup. Now he fed up.
He butter her up.
Okay, about you getting your kids back. What do you're gonna try to sell to the powers that be that you thought Tim was gonna talk to Josh, and then Josh say, you know what, Tim, that's the way I think it should happen. Take the kids back with you in your rental car.
No.
Okay, all right, and yes, I'm being facetious here, okay? All right, so, with that said, I can't help explain your end of it if you're gonna blow smoke up our ass here.
It was, honestly, he called, restricted.
Yeah.
I answered it, was silent for a minute. He said, hey. So I know you don't want me to call you and have contact with you, but I just saw what was going on Facebook, and I was wondering what the hell was going on.
That's you know it, okay? I'm gonna call shenanigans on that. Because now you just got done talking about, you just got done setting up a vehicle for him to pick him up after an accident, for him to go to New York, and now he's gonna nonchalantly call you and say, hey, I just happened to see what went on the service. Okay, I think it was something like that. I think it was more like, hey, what are you hearing? What's going on? What's gotten back to you? What is it? I think it's more of that. I think there's more talk that he told you, but you're not being fully honest, because nothing's jiving with this. I'm renting vehicles out for him. I'm looking up the cheapest car for him to drive. I'm getting a hold of a buddy, and I'm driving the buddy to go get a vehicle. I'm telling the buddy
to pick him up when he gets in an accident.
I'm telling the buddy not to put his name on the rental agreement as a driver. I'm telling him this, I'm doing this, and I'm bringing him here, and then you're going to tell me this phone call afterwards? Is like, oh, hey, I heard what happened. Come on.
Because that's what it was.
But
And I'm telling you this because I know for a fact that he could have sworn to God that his phone and my phone were tapped. So he was going to talk like that, acted like he wasn't even at the scene, acting like he wasn't in New York, and he said, yeah, well, I know they're probably going to come after me because I've been MIA for the last couple days since me and you.
when did he say that?
He said that in that phone call, that 60
Okay, but you didn't say that.
Well, you didn't let me finish it either.
You were given, this is the
No.
first time we've asked you about the
No.
phone call.
The phone call.
Okay,
All right.
so you never said, don't do this. I was just kidding, I was just venting, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And I talked to my lawyer, and I asked him, what do I do? I mean, I know the lieutenant wants to talk to me. I know he wants some questions answered.
Mhm.
Yeah. And what do I do? He's like, whatever you do not talk to the police.
Mhm.
And what she doing?
You knew that he would do anything for you,
My boy got cold.
and you did nothing to stop him. How do I explain that to the powers that be? That you, the one that had the power over him, you're the one that asked him to do this. How do I make it not look like you're the evil one here?
No.
Charlene's confession was enough for the police to arrest her and charge her with accessory, at least until they had
Damn.
enough evidence to charge her with murder. Meanwhile, back in Texas, Timothy was arrested at his home and brought in for interrogation.
So what made you go up there and do that, man?
I didn't do it.
So you're there, you don't dispute that. Do you dispute you shut your cell phone off? Why'd you shut your cell phone off?
Help us understand. I left home with the intention of going somewhere far away and put in my head, so nobody that knows me would have to be the one to find me and work it.
Okay. What changed?
And I turned my phone off so nobody could call me and figure out what I was doing and try and talk me out of it.
Okay. So what changed? What made it change to what happened that day?
If you think I'm gonna sit here and say that I did that, you're crazy.
I think you're crazy if you don't, quite honestly. And, well, Tim, I mean that.
Tim, it's not a question if you did it.
It's a question of why, and are you sorry? Do you think these 5 different detectives from New York drove down here for no reason. You're wearing the same jacket you're wearing on that video. Actually, 2 videos.
Witnesses describe you in that jacket. You can see the green hat inside your vehicle on the camera. The same green hat you were wearing to do the murder.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
Let's
Let's
own a green hat.
We can argue hat colors or whatever's on the head, but the dark hoodie or the black jacket and the hoodie.
Who doesn't have a dark
Hey, you can argue that all you want, but you're gonna try to say it's a coincidence. You travel up there, you have this guy lie and not put your name on there, and then you rent another one with this tack gear. Who the takes tack gear up there, Tim? Who?
I take it with
Don't tell me that bullshit. You're full of shit. You want to put yourself out to be this tactical operator. You are a small town cop.
Damn.
You are a coward that can't even keep a job.
They got your
You want to see somebody? You saw about 20 guys that are the real deal tonight. You're looking at 2 right here. You see what his shirt says? I come from the same freaking place, man.
What's that? What does shirt say? Oh, I want to know what it say now.
Those houses when those guys wouldn't come out and didn't give up like a little, like you did. It's exactly what I told
that's
you were
crazy.
going to do.
That's crazy.
You
You
want to
want
grab
to be
that
that
right,
cop.
shoot him.
You tried, and you want to sit here and try to say you didn't do it. You will take the
Yeah.
full ride for it. You are going to let her manipulate you and screw you over into this. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think you would. That's exactly what she is doing to you. When she is not contacting you this week, don't you see the writing on the wall? What, are you mad because I'm here as a man?
Do I look mad?
No, you look scared. You look scared like you did earlier. I ain't a lady in a car with a child in there with me, am I? That is a cowardly act.
Damn.
You know it. I know. You put it on yourself. And your
did,
dad is
Tim.
fixing to know it. Your mother's fixing to know it. The whole world's fixing to know it. You will never see your daughter again. They already know the videos out there, and you want to sit here and minimize that you didn't do anything wrong and try to put that on me? Man, slap me like that, mother. Do it right now. I'll let you do it. Man, slap me. Do it. You want me to man slap you?
Hey, this motherfucker teeing up, bro.
Bet you.
See, he all in his face, bro. That's when that hot seat, bro. You putting that pressure on his ass.
I'll give it. Yeah, I'll give you the shot. Do it. Why not? Because I'm not a little 3-year-old, 31-pound girl? You coward? Is that why? That is what you are.
It's time to stop being a coward, Tim. And for once in your life, own up to something you did.
Bro, they look like bullies right now. If this shit was muted.
Why he sound like the mom?
Yeah.
He sound like the mom in the situation.
Okay.
He
He chimed
You
in.
need to do right.
Now you want to say some shit. Just sit back, man.
If we had
Let
this shit
man
on
know.
mute, bro, if we had it on mute, it'll look like they were bullying this motherfucker. Right here, bro.
Quit trying to blame me. Quit trying to blame your daughter. Quit trying to blame your first wife. You couldn't even kill you, could you? Could you?
Answer the question, Tim. Are you a
Answer it.
cold-blooded killer and a coward?
You're a
Were
coward.
you going through a hard time and were depressed and not in your right mind and manipulated by a very oppressive, manipulating woman and did something to try to keep that marriage together because you screwed it up for her?
He's a good cop.
Why do you
There you go. That's what it is.
Good cop, bad cop. Let's get it.
Charlene, what do you and Charlie talk about why you go to New York?
She didn't know I was going to New York, Tim. She didn't know I was going to New York.
So you're doing this all on your own?
Bro, he rolling his sleeves up like he want to fight.
I'm so mad, bro. Tag me in.
He man.
He red as fuck right now. Tag me in.
He just wanna
You feel a toe.
Okay, yeah.
You feel a toe.
fuck the bullshit.
I'm with
He
you.
wanna fight.
Stays full with 2 guns and a bulletproof vest.
I
How
don't want to
many
get in
people?
trouble. They
How
keep
many
calling him a
people do
fucking
you know
coward.
right
I
around
don't want to say too much.
I don't.
The detectives
Spamming
use the
that shit.
tried and true good cop, bad cop routine.
Yeah.
The goal
Yep,
here
yep,
is to
you
have
called
one
it.
detective induce as much stress as possible in the suspect, and then have the second detective offer a path of relief. Humans tend to gravitate toward anyone who appears to reduce danger, so the second detective's job is to offer emotional comfort at the price of a confession.
So you're there on the afternoon that Joshua Niles and Amber Washburn are shot and killed. And they can put you on the street. You decide, hey, I'm sticking with my story, I didn't do this, then that's the gamble you take. Because, and you're gonna lose. Or, you can say, hey, look, my life's a complete wreck, I'm not in my right mind, and this is what happened, and we can sit down and talk about it and sort it out right now.
I already told you I want my attorney.
Okay, you're not under arrest for murder, you know that, right? At this point.
Okay?
Okay. And
You put the
think when you say
glasses
attorney,
on.
when you're not under arrest for something that starts something. No, you don't know the law. You don't know what you're talking about, and that's what you don't understand. You think you're so smart and so much smarter than everybody else.
I don't think that
Yes,
at
you
all.
do. You thought you could go do this in the middle of the day and you get away with it. But you know what? The thing is, you know, I'll give this to her. I actually disliked your wife more than you. And I'm still gonna lean that way. But I will give her something. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, she told the truth. She is telling the truth.
See, buddy, where he fucked up at? He going to jail for the rest of his life. That's capital murder. He traveled to a whole nother state just to do that? Bro, yeah, you cooked. And you killed 2 people. And put the kid in danger, bro. You cooked. That man got him a... Bro. And then he looked scared, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this officer right here got him sweating, bro.
And guess who's gonna have a chance to see her kids before she's old or ever again? Guess who? It just shows me what you didn't know as a cop. I mean, I wouldn't have been prepared to be an investigator after 4 years on the road as a highway patrolman, I guarantee you. And certainly not with the little bit of experience y'all get at Sunray. But your incompetence and ineptitude as a police is shocking to me. Because you don't know half of what you do.
And let me tell you where you're
Damn,
wrong.
that's crazy. He
That most people sit in the seat and don't say
attacking this man.
anything. Not true.
Oh.
Most people go, I can't believe I'm here. I feel terrible. Let me tell you what happened. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna BS you and say 99% of the people say, because that's not true. But I'll tell you, about 80-85% of the people.
Technically speaking, this talk right here should have already been over. He said, I want my attorney. At that point, he said he not talking. So
Nah, fuck that, bro.
Lock him up.
Police hold
Lock
each
him up.
other accountable, bro. And it's like that. He was a
I
fellow
mean, I
officer.
get, I get that, but
Make them feel like shit.
treat them
Just
like
do
how
what
they
do.
treat them how they treat a civilian, bro. Because once you say you want a lawyer or attorney, they be like, all right, we done talking.
You
They're
right.
gonna arrest you. So treat him like that. Why
They
y'all
really-
still talking to this nigga?
Since they really supposed to like beat him up, like keep him like a guy, bro.
They should, bro. No, bro, they should do that. They should
He
do
from
that.
their company too, bro. So he from
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? He under their jurisdiction. They beat that man up, bro.
You supposed to. Yeah, they should. Like it's a game, bro.
Feel terrible.
But in Green want to bad.
He do. He said, slap me. I'll let you slap me.
Well, let's answer this. Are you sorry Josh and Amber got killed?
Sound like an episode from Law and Order.
Okay.
What is the question?
No, I'm not asking about anyone.
So they fit into anyone, so.
Because you don't want to face who they are. You can't. Are you sorry Josh and Amber got killed? Are you?
I just said that.
No, you
You
didn't.
didn't.
What did you say?
You're
I'm
sorry.
And what he would have smacked that water out his hand while he was drinking it, bro. Bully this nigga.
That's
That's
generalization.
a classic
That's a
indication
deflection.
of deception. See, stuff you don't know about because you've not done this part of the job. You think you have. Say, I'm sorry Josh and Amber got killed. Not that
I
you did it.
just said that.
No, you didn't. You're saying it in
I'm not
parts.
playing your
You can't
game.
even, I'm not, you know, because you can't. You know what? I'm about done with this dude. Aren't you?
Beat him up.
I'm really done with him. When we take the stand, what are we gonna say? Huh?
No remorse.
None. You wanna look at me like that? So I look scared?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Do I? You wanna stare me down? Do I look like a little girl? Do I look like that scared Amber in that car?
Damn, he low
You
down.
would never face me. I bet you didn't even get any fights on the street, did you? Legitimately. That you
He want to fight. He want to fight him, bro.
Charlie
Not
just
even mad at him
confessed
if he
and
beat him up,
indicated
bro.
wrong.
Yeah, right.
This ain't bullshit.
He ain't even cuffed
Of
up,
course
bro.
she
He
will.
can
She
really
was
just.
He really could throw them hands with him. He really could.
Yeah, bro.
Getting a brawler with this motherfucker right in there. Fuck it. I'm not gonna lie. He done disrespect, bro. You got disrespected so many times, and he already in your face. I know his breath probably hot. He all in your face for one. Now, if you're responsible for killing him, I'm scratching that off the table. I'm just saying, as a man, this man is in your face violating you, bro. Talking crazy. He telling you to smack him in the face, calling you a bitch. He calling you, bro.
Man, fuck. Hey, fuck all
He doing
that.
it.
He put
doing it
his
so
hands on a
professional.
little girl, bro. It is unprofessional, but I really want Big Dog to beat the fuck out of him.
I mean, I do want
Nah,
him
that's
to.
what, no, I'm saying
But
he
he-
handling it so professional. He want to call him a bitch and all
Yeah.
that, but he still realize he at work. So he gotta, he's like, I bet you ain't.
So he
even
just
gotta
used
go
the word
fight on the
coward.
street."
Yeah, he just called him a
No,
coward.
he called him a bitch, bro. He called earlier in this whole little conversation. He called him a bitch. He was like, "Some like little bitches like you." He called him that shit.
That's what I'm saying. He gotta fight him, bro. Stand up for your motherfucking manhood, bro. You in the wrong, and I hope this cop do fold you if you did make that attempt. But
Nah.
you gotta,
To be honest, I hope he fold me.
you to go ahead, stand toe to toe with him, bro. And then hopefully, the good cop in this situation jump in and get a few punches in too, bro.
He will. He will.
I bet Charlie used to beat on your ass, didn't she?
He disrespectful.
Wrong.
I bet you were scared, Charlie. Is that why you didn't? I bet she beat you. She beat you to do it, didn't she? You can beat her.
He's trying to provoke him, bro.
Look at the little cowardly butt. Look at the little coward. Oh my God, that's it.
He just wants you to flinch. I just want you to just flinch, my nigga.
That's it. I'm in the presence of a double killer. Really scary, Scott?
Actually, no.
God.
The detectives leave the room and force Timothy to sit and wait for several hours. Eventually, 2 different detectives enter the room to try their luck with this coward.
She's up in New York right now, putting this all on you. You understand that. And this is no bullshit, okay? You're not gonna let her do this to you. And in my opinion, as a mother, okay, you would never do that to your children, what she's doing.
Okay. This poor girl right here, with her child in the back seat. I got a picture of her at McDonald's 20 minutes before, smiling and laughing. She had no idea 20 minutes.
This little boy, I know you saw him back there, right?
Look at the bullet hole behind
Sitting in
you.
the back seat of the car. Are you gonna do the right thing? Tim, if you've done, if anything comes from this, you've gotta do the right thing.
She didn't do anything to anybody.
Tim, how long was she in the driveway? Did she just pull in the driveway when you got there? I mean, you're not.
Dude, shut the fuck. He asked for a lawyer, attorney, and y'all still going, bro. Y'all do not give the civilian people that opportunity. You literally, when they say that, all right, we done here then. You going to jail. Boom.
He already there. He under them, bro. They probably got like
That's
this
crazy.
policy.
They probably do,
Yeah,
because it's not making sense, bro. Because everybody cam footage I react to, the civs, they shutting that shit down, bro. It's all right, cool. You ain't gotta talk. You going to jail.
You are a monster. You are that monster that everybody's pictured. It's painted out there on social media, all over the news. Monster shows up, kills 2 young parents with young children. That's what you want to go out as? You don't want to go out as the fact that you were trying to defend your family?
Meanwhile, in New York, Charlene had already spent several days in jail when she decided she wanted to make a deal with the prosecution.
Oh, man.
Important thing is that you tell the truth. If I think at any time, just to be honest with you, there's any bullshit, we'll leave. I've got plenty of other stuff to be working on and doing, so there's just no time for any of it. I've been on the case since the shooting happened. So is he. Yeah, so let's just start at the beginning then, with how what happened on October 22nd happened on October 22nd.
At first, he told us that it was for
She been in jail getting beat up, nigga. That's why she snitched.
the, because his car wasn't working. And that's what he told us. But then it ended up coming out to, I'm gonna drive to New York. Okay. Why? Oh, I'm gonna shoot Josh.
Right, where'd the conversation occur?
It always happened at our house. And he had like his soft armor, his hard armor, magazines, his AR, his shotgun, I want to say an extra 9mm that he always carried on him. So he was getting all that stuff ready, extra clothes. Basically he said, you know, I know we're getting a divorce, and I was trying to make it to where, look, we are getting a divorce. We're not pretending, we are getting a divorce. And he didn't want it. He's like, oh, can we do anything about it? Blah, 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 you know. Why can't we be together? Because my kids are more important than my marriage right now. So he was pissed off, and he left. And he said he was gonna go shoot Josh. I hadn't believed him, because he had taken another trip to New York saying things like that. I wanna say it was in like August, July, August, somewhere in there. He took a trip up to New York in his Jeep. And he came back, and nothing had happened. And that's why, you know, I knew he wasn't gonna shoot him.
The detectives have to be very careful because Charlene has had plenty of time to create a narrative where she looks innocent.
Yeah, that is true.
The detectives believe she knew about the plan. What they don't yet know is that she was actually the mastermind.
It's kind of right now, I'm kind of getting ready to get up and go, because it doesn't make sense that you would rent a car for him for work purposes, but he wouldn't be on the, like, there's an affirmative conversation that we know happened, and we have evidence that happened, of keeping him off of the insurance. So you know, before you go to that airport, before you rent that car, to keep him off of the insurance. So right now, I call.
Well, honestly, that did happen.
I'm done. I'm not.
Bullshit. We're done. Okay.
Stop. Give me a minute.
Charlene's lawyer spends several minutes explaining that she needs to be honest if she wants to make a deal.
There are parts of this, obviously, they think you're the ultimate part. We're looking for a plea on the ultimate part as an accomplice, right? So we go in there tomorrow, and this thing falls apart. We go in there tomorrow, obviously we don't have a deal anyway, but you will have to admit to being an accomplice to the murderers. You will have to admit to that. So, you know, that's obviously part of this, if you want that. You know what I mean? I'm not sure you do, but, you know, I got to go back there and try to bring them back in. You know, I may not need to do that, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's what just happened. You know, like I said, it's not terribly unusual that it happened that way, but, you know, they're putting the pressure on you and they don't believe you. You tell me what you want to do. You want to start over? You want to walk out too? I mean, what do you want to do?
Is it really worth it? Like,
the short answer is yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it.
I don't know.
You know, this guy just doesn't out of the blue say, I'm going to go do this.
No.
So that's where the beginning is. Like, where is the plan to go commit the ultimate offense? It's not like they went to the house to steal candy. I mean, it's the ultimate thing. You know, the beginning is not a week before. It can't be, because it's too big. It's too big.
I mean, when I'm telling you he's at work, he was at work.
I understand. I believe it. I mean, again, it's a bad word. So.
It's easier for me if they would just ask me questions.
Okay. I said we want me to ask them to do.
If they will, if they won't, then we'll just...
I get it. Okay.
The lawyer leaves the room to try and get the detectives to come back.
Why are you renting this vehicle?
Because we are told that it's for his vehicle that is broken down and not working. The starter's broken.
So
That's initially why we first rented the vehicle.
was there a conversation in your garage between you, Tim, before the rental of the car?
Yeah.
And you're telling me that during that conversation, it wasn't that the story was going to be it was for him for work, but that the plan was for him to come to New York. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
No. So what are you telling me?
That it's the story.
And so the real understanding though in the garage at that point is we're renting the car for Tim to come up to New York and kill Josh.
Yeah.
After he gets that car, what's Tim doing?
He came to my house, which was in Sunray, and he loaded it up with all of his gear.
So what's the plan? He's got an arsenal, energy drinks and clothes. What's the plan in this rented car?
He was going to come up and shoot Josh.
Okay.
He didn't tell me how. He didn't tell me any of the details.
Okay.
As he said, it's best if you don't know.
And at this point, him coming up to do this is for you to get your kids back.
Yes, ma'am.
And in some way, shape, or form end up with you guys being back together because you got your kids back.
Yeah.
Okay. But your end game is getting your kids back.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you and Tim work out, you need your kids back. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I told Tim, I was like, look, you just need to do it. I was like, I'm done seeing my kids cry. I'm done seeing all this bullshit.
When you say do it, what do you mean?
Kill him. Just get it done and over with. We start planning it out. He was like, oh, what should I wear? And I was like, oh, I don't know.
Hey, this detective right here, she over here texting. She ain't paying attention.
What about the gun? Because we know it's not his gun, and we know you know it's not because when you were up here, you were already saying stuff about it. So
Yeah.
What gun was it?
It was a gun from Sunray Police Department that he had taken.
Can I take a break?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right back.
Do you need to use the restroom or anything? You're good? Okay.
In the end, Charlene would get 28 years in prison after
Damn.
making a plea deal with the prosecution. However, Timothy was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecution believed that Charlene manipulated Timothy into killing her children's father by promising him they would be together if she had her children. Charlene planned everything from renting a car to what time of day Joshua would be home. Charlene avoided a life sentence by testifying against Timothy.
Damn.
Do you think Charlene deserved the same sentence as Timothy?
I think she
Why or-
do. I think she do. That's some big ass,
Or
bro.
why not? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
I think so. Because how she get like 28 years? That's still a long time. Don't get me wrong. 28 years, that's a long time.
Like the officer said, or the detective said, if she didn't mention that shit to him, he would have never done it. But
That man ain't
she
want a
was like-
divorce from his wife that bad that he went out his way to go. I mean, you do your life.
You know, all the way in New York from Texas. The kill a nigga and his girl.
That shit crazy, bro.
In front of the kids, though. That's in front of the damn kids.
Y'all let us know what y'all think about us in the comment section below.